Hey guys, it's Wild. Got a deck profile here for my Fire Fists because lately I've just picked the deck back up again after regionals. So I've been playing with it at locals for a couple weeks now, and I've either won every tournament or at least top forward. So I mean, the deck has been doing pretty well, and I'm actually really happy with the deck right now. And I figured the OTS is this weekend, so a lot of people are going to be playing, and also I'd like to just get this deck out here for anyone who wants to see it, and just also maybe for some potential suggestions for what I could do before then, so I can actually, win that and get my invite from that potentially as well. So anyways, I'll try and make this as short as possible, but no guarantees because I'm bad at that. But anyways, let's get into the deck. Um, Standard stuff, got 3 bears. It's kind of standard and important. I run 2 dragon. I didn't consider this as important before, but just after playing the deck, just for a bit, it's like before I only focused on it for getting the traps, but once I grew more into the fact that, oh, I can pitch 2 fire formations, special summon something, it's like this became so good. And like besides bear, that's probably one of my favorite cards in the deck. Like that bear, this, and Wolfbark just make the deck for me. So 2 dragons, because otherwise it's just, I think 3 would be too many, honestly, because aside from special something, it doesn't do too much more. And it's like I only run 2 Tensins. I don't run any Tenkins, so it's just like his uses are spread thin, but it's still a really good card to have around. Next, got 2 Gorillas. I'm honestly not the hugest fan of Gorilla. Like, if there were a better card, I'd run it, but I still need it because it's a good because it's still a Fire Fist target. It's basically just a mini bear. I mean, it's like with how defensive this format can be, Gorilla is useful and popping back row can be nice, but it's like I'd still rather choose bear most of the time over this. But it's like sometimes I need some Exceed or Synchro material, so Gorilla can fit the bill, and I don't want to waste a bear. Then next, I have 2 boar because this deck can run slow and fast at the same time. It's like you can play the defensive game, you can play the fast game, and it's like this can work for both because either you can make a synchro play, and people may not like Kieran as much, but it's like I've been able to make Kieran, Tiger King, and Cardinal all in one turn. And it's all because I could go into Kieran. So don't tell me, oh, Kieran or Boar's too slow and it's not good, but it's like the thing is, you can just set it, sit on it, or, it gives the deck the ability to play different ways, and, it just makes it a lot better, because you can play slow, and then quick go fast. It's like, and then just the ability to go into synchros, it's really nice. Anyways, 2 Wolfbark, because, well, for one, I only have 2, but I kind of only have 2 for a reason, just because I was thinking about 3, and it's like after you use 2, it's like generally you'll be spent on resources and you'll probably be really weak and such anyways. So it's just like I feel like the 3rd wouldn't be as useful as it could be. Like, yeah, it'd be better to run 3 to draw, but it's like I don't know, you only need the 2, and then you have the tankies anyways, and just if you go to Cardinal with this, I would honestly run 3. But since it is not a Fire Fist, which is perfectly understandable why it's not, I don't like it as much. That's quite honestly, I don't like it as much because of that. But it's still a great, amazing card. And then I run 2 Veilers, because I love Veilers format. That runs out the monster lineup. People might be wondering why I don't run Blaster, why I don't run Max C. I sideboard the Max C just because, I mean, yeah, it's a special summon heavy format still, but I can gain more out of having defenses as opposed to getting a +1 and then them just stopping, because decks can afford to stop more of this format. So yeah, and then Blaster, honestly, I'd rather just actually play my stuff as opposed to pitching it with Blaster, and it's just like then to special summon it, I have to banish it, which is yeah, not that great right now. But anyways, monster lineup is 13 monsters. Yeah. Anyway, spell lineup. I got 2 Tankies. I just ultied them out. Yeah, Tanky integral to the deck, and I did not buy them. I just got really lucky to get them. Anyways, 2-10 was thinking about upping it to 3, but a lot of the time this card can be dead when you're hoping for a different fire formation. It's just like, I don't know. I played 3 and I was playing 3-axis, and it's like, just how that played and how this deck is obviously different. It's just, I like the 2 better. Yeah, I mean, 2 works. It's fine. 2 Gyoko, yeah, I mean, it's still a decent enough backer heavy format, so 2 actually works really well, and drawing it is always nice. And then I run 1 Circle of Fire Kings. A lot of people are running Onslaught, but Circle is actually really cool. It gives you some really cool OTK plays, some like good outs to Veiler and stuff, because let's say you play Wolfbark, activate effect, and they try and Veiler. Circle the Wolfbark out for something else, you still get Wolfbark effect. You still get a playoff. You can even go Cardinal. Or like, let's say Dragon, same thing. It's just, gives you a lot of things to do, and it's just really good. I have thought about upping it to 2, but it's just space issue really, and just nothing else I really want to take out, and it's like, it can be dead sometimes, so that's why it's not the best card ever, but it's still really good to at least run in 1. And then 2 Dualities, because helps the deck. I don't run 3 because space, and it's just, this deck can go fast, so too many would hurt it too much. 2 space, because it's good. Double Lance, because it's good. And then Staples, Book Moon, Dark Hole, because good. And that's a spell lineup, 15 spell lineup, and then I got 12 traps. I got 2 Tensin, because I feel like 3 is too much, and it's just, you use them when you need them, and they're always pretty good, honestly, like, yeah. Like I said, I don't run Tenkin, I just don't like it that much. Just something about it is off to me, honestly. And then I run 2 D-Prison because I wanted more protection, and it's a nice card to have because there's a lot of attacking in this format. Then 2 Fiendish Chain because it's slower format, so you can use Fiendish Chain well. And then 2 Mirror Force because so good, doesn't target, amazing, clears fields. So yeah. And then the standard 4 Bottomless, Compulse, Torrential, Warning. Yeah, like, I'd honestly considered dropping Torrential, but it's still a really good card. Also, one thing worth noting, this entire deck is hollowed out, except for these 2 Fiendish Chains. I need Super Fiendish Chains if anyone has them. So anyways, that's the main board. Let's go into the extra deck. I got, for Synchros, I got 2 Kieran because I honestly do go into Kieran quite a bit. Like, my teammate was saying, no, it's really bad, you never want to go into that. But when I can go combo off this so well, it's just plus 2800 defender. I mean, lets me sit, lets me make aggro plays. It's just, it does a lot. Like, it does a lot more than people give it credit for, and I like it at 2. And then I run 1 Crimson Blader because I can make it, and it's a good card. And that's it for Synchros. Anyway, Succeeds, Dweller because it's standard. 2 Cardinal because I only usually go 2 if I have to go 2, but way too good of a card. Way too good. Yeah. And then 2 Tiger King. It's only as good as the fire formations you're really running. So it's like you don't really need 3 because you already go through your fire formations enough as is. And it's just, it's a great card, but you don't really need to have 3. I think it's fine at 2. Diamond Dire, I like never use it, but it's a staple. Cowboy, because it's good. Lovable Chain for the last ditch plays, like if I ran out of tankies, no other way to get a Wolfbark, and I have a setup for a play next turn if I had a Wolfbark, then it's like I can do that or something else. It's just for weird situations. Maestroke, staple, ulti that out as well. Black Ship, it's a staple. Crazy Box, because I run Eradicate on their side just in case. This is just 1 card, I can deal with it, and I have space in this extra deck anyways. And 1 Pappy, just in case. Anyways, that is the extra deck. Let's go side. Obviously, because that's all stuff. 2 Maxis, because that's fine by me. I still like to have him just in case, so sign him in if I need him. 1 Grand Mole, because I had space, and I was like, hey, let's fucking try this out, see what happens. And it's alright. I mean, I might take it out. I was thinking about putting in Mind Drains over that and Soul Drain, so I might actually do that. We'll see. Thunder King, I might take that out just because at 1 it's really weird, but it's like still kind of good, but I don't really need it that much. DeFi, also run Macro, but DeFi's in there later. I mean, Macro's in there later, but DeFi's there because it's still good. Third MST because good. Eradicator because it can still do a lot, so yeah. And then I run 2 Light Imprisonings because I honestly hate Agents and Constellars, and it's like anything I can do to stop them, which are probably the 2 decks where I have the least bit of control in a sense. It's like, you know, it helps for those. Macro because it still hits a lot of decks. Rivalry because I'm all Beast Warriors. I could go Gozen, but I think Rivalry is a bit better against the matchups I care about. Soul Drain because I figured it'd go well with DeFi Macro, but it's like I'm siding that in less and less, and it's like I feel like I'd like Mind Drain a bit more, so I think I'm going to throw in Mind Drain over that and Grand Mole. And then 2 Vanity's Emptiness as opposed to Iron Walls because this hits a lot more, so I consider that a lot better. So, yeah. It's a great card, and there's a reason why it's like 15 bucks a piece right now. I know it's not that much, but it's close to that. But anyways, that is it for that. So, that is my deck. My 4-axis Fire Fist deck for this format right now. So, feel free to copy, do whatever you want with it. If you got any suggestions, leave them below. I'm kind of fairly happy with how my build is. It's just there's a couple things I wouldn't mind changing, but it's just at a point where I'm pretty comfortable with it, so figured I'd share it before the OTS happens while we're right in regional season for this format. So, anyways, that's it for this. So, hope you guys enjoyed. So, blah, recommend sub, and later, guys.